If you've never done this exercise, I would recommend it as just as a manipulation game for yourself. So just holding your poi, right? So right now I'm doing a pinch grip between my thumb and index finger, right? But now I'm doing it between my index finger and my second finger. Now I'm doing it at the tip of my index finger and my second finger. Now I'm doing it all the way down in the slot. Now it's all the way down in the slot between my thumb and my like it's down in the L of my hand, as opposed to being pinched between the fingertips of my thumb and my index finger. Now I have it, my full hand is gripping it like this, but now I'm going to turn it over so it's on the outside grip, right? So just being able to move between all of these grips is very useful as a skill because every one of them has some utility in some context. Whether or not you use them is another matter, but the ability to manipulate the poi through each of those grips is its own uh, facility, and it offers you, well, precision by being able to have enough fine motor skill to actually be able to do that. And if you wanted to take that up a whole level, you can do that while you're, I don't want to hit my camera here, so while you're going between, like, doing your figure eights, right? Oh, and I'm moving, like, just having the capacity to change the grips as you go can be incredibly useful. It can get you out of misgrabs if you catch it the wrong way, learning how to slide it down your hand. Like, there's just any number of contexts in which it can be useful that may or may not be intentional. You know, you may not intentionally be doing it, but it might become useful anyway. So that's just like a game I would recommend playing. That is actually something, now that you have these new poi, I would recommend you play with. And even if you're just doing it in simple moves, like your thread the needle, like you were just doing, that'll just help you figure out what is comfortable for which thing. So for like example, when I'm doing the spiral, so it's at the tip right now, but now I'm going into the spiral, I let it go into the crook of my hand, and I'll move my hand closer, because then it comes back on my hand when I wrap it. So there's utility in being able to slide it from the tip into the crook. I'm just saying. I can't even keep a straight face. The dirty jokes are endless, I swear. I personally, your mileage may vary, um, I think one of the places where you have the least control is if you shove it down here. And the reason why is there isn't very much space to manipulate. In contrast, if you put your fingers here, there's so much room to move them, like just the difference between them. Down here, there's just less difference. Whereas up here, like like if you just look at the difference between like how much you can manipulate your fingers apart up here, if it's up here, you have way more capacity to do subtle things with the motion than you do down here.